2025 BMW M4 superior execution car is all business. Thick, strong bodywork backside down over monstrous tires. A misrepresented yet useful front streamlined machine oversees wind current, and a group of 4 of fumes pipes report the appearance of its twin super inline-6 motor with booming force. Like the M3 that it shares a lot of its underlying and profound DNA with, the M4 benefits from the automaker's M exhibition division's work on its motor and skeleton. The base M4 comes furnished with a 473 horsepower twin super inline-6 mated with a 6-speed manual gearbox and back drive. The revered design for greatest driver contribution, and BMW's choice to keep it on the books says a lot. The opposition trim renounces the manual for an 8-speed programmed, however knocks result to 503 strength. All-wheel drive is accessible on the opposition, and for the 2025 model year, choosing AWD accompanies a worth special reward as an extra 20 torque for a sum of 523 horses. For greatest execution, consider the CS model, which accompanies a 543 horsepower variation of the motor. The M4's suspension is tuned for execution, and it'll remunerate you with awesome degrees of hold on twisty country roads and track days. Simply realize that each pothole and street defect will help you to remember exactly the way in which instructed that suspension is. That, and the excessively mind-boggling configurable drive modes, are 2 significant qualities that we believe are taken care of with more artfulness in contenders like the Cadillac CT4V Blackwing, Mercedes-AMG C63, and Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. The opposition Roadster and Contest convertible models both get an extra 20 strength for an all-out result of 523. Both the front and back brightening components get new plans. The tail lamps using laser diode innovation enlivened by the restricted version M4 CSL. The level-lined controlling wheel gets another spoke plan, while the infotainment runs on iDrive 8.5, BMW's most recent programming variant. Likewise, on tap is a recently accessible fashioned light compound wheel configuration, delivered in a radiant silver completion. Another CS car model replaces the CSL in the setup yet siphons out 543 strength from twin super inline-6 and has been deprived of 45 pound worth of materials for a lighter check weight. Valuing and which one to purchase, the cost of the 2025 BMW M4 begins at $80,275 and goes up to $124,675, relying upon the trim and choices. The M4 contest suggests a decent case for dropping some extra coin, especially the 2025 xDrive models, which get a slight power help. All things considered, we favor the normal M4 for its manual transmission, back drive, and nearly consistent ride. We'd likewise pick the lightweight and extra-strong M-Carbon container seats, as well as the M-Drive Proficient Bundle, installed float analyzer and lap clock, and the M-Drivers Bundle, which opens a higher maximum velocity and incorporates a one-day class for superior execution driving. Motor, transmission, and execution. The M4 is persuaded by a generous and responsive twin turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-6 that comes in 3 degrees of tune. The variant in the base M4 car makes 473 pull and 406 pound-feet of force. With back tire drive and a 6-speed manual transmission, it's a strong and engaging recommendation. The opposition model slopes up the motor's result to 503 ponies and 479 pound-feet. However, the solitary transmission decision is an 8-speed programmed. As an incidental award of sorts, the M4 rivalry can be furnished with a model-selective back one-sided all-wheel drive framework. However, it swears off the instinctive rush of moving for yourself. The big cheese is the M4 carbon monosulfide, which comes just as a car and highlights an adjusted variant of the inline-6 that lifts capacity to 543 horses. Each M4 accompanies versatile dampers, flexible brake pedal feel, and an electronically controlled exhaust framework that gets stronger in endlessly sport in addition to drive modes. The tumult can likewise be turned down whenever by pressing the M sound button. BMW likewise gives an extreme measure of customizable drive mode settings that we think can weaken the driving experience that BMW's specialists imagined. Fortunately, our time behind the thick-rimmed wheel of the M4 rivalry displayed its constant speed increase, amazing cornering hold, and unflinching security. The normal M4 rides on 18-inch front haggles inchers in the back, while the M4 Contest rolls on a bunch of staggered 19s in front and 20s toward the rear. The M4 highlights a carbon fiber rooftop that diminishes its focal point of gravity, and it very well may be outfitted with a bunch of blur-safe carbon earthenware brakes. In CD testing, the M4 Roadster arrived at 60 mph in 3.8 seconds and cleared the quarter-mile in 12 seconds level with a snare speed of 121 miles per hour. The opposition model is perceptibly speedier, shaving an entire second off the standard vehicle's 60-mile-per-hour time at our test track with a blasting 2.8-second outcome. For 2025, the M4 Contest Roadster and M4 Rivalry Convertible X-Drive models get a 20 HP power knock for all-out result of 523 drive. Enough, we trust, to make a gradual improvement in speed increase. Inside Solace and Freight, however, the M4 shares its inside design and traveler space with the standard 4 Series Roadster. It cuts to the lively side with different extraordinary materials and some race-motivated choices. The standard M-Game seats include improved reinforcing with an incorporated headrest and enlightened logo. Ventilation is accessible. Weight-saving carbon fiber front seats are accessible. The M4's directing wheel has been updated. The new level base unit with changed spokes accessible in either certified calfskin or fake softened cowhide. One way or the other, the thick-rimmed controlling wheel includes a couple of red buttons for adaptable M-Drive modes. Gentle corrective updates incorporate a dull graphite matte completion for the trim encompassing the dashboard, control board, and cup holder as standard gear. The Lodge can likewise be upgraded with extra carbon fiber trim pieces and extended paddle shifters mounted on the guiding section. The secondary lounge isn't quite so ample as in the M3, however the space is still really usable for traveler obligation. Picking the convertible body style opens limitless headroom. Basically bring down the retractable texture top. Each M4 is furnished with a 12.3-inch computerized check bunch and a smooth-looking infotainment framework that includes a huge 14.9-inch touchscreen, yet 2025 sees the presentation of BMW's new iDrive 8.5 working framework. Highlighting M-explicit illustrations and content, it additionally incorporates refreshed environment control. Various control choices permit the client to change settings and explore menus through voice orders, buttons on the guiding wheel, and a huge rotational regulator and buttons on the mid-control area. The M4's framework comes standard with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a Harman Kardon sound framework. The people who need significantly fancier elements can look over famous choices, for example, motion controls, a membership-based Wi-Fi area of interest, and a remote charging cushion. The 2025 BMW 4 Series promises to bring an impressive suite of advanced safety features, fully embracing BMW's dedication to driver and passenger safety. Expect standard driver assistance tech like forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, and blind spot monitoring. For those seeking even more, higher trims or optional packages will likely add features such as adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane keeping assist, and a surround view camera system, offering a new level of confidence on the road. Additionally, BMW's active protection system enhances protection by preemptively preparing the car in the event of a potential collision, tightening seat belts and closing windows to keep occupants safe. Post-collision safety measures, like automatic braking, further help mitigate impact after an accident. BMW's evolving iDrive interface should make these safety features even more intuitive and accessible, ensuring that drivers can stay focused and informed without distraction. While official crash test ratings from agencies like the NHTSA or IIHS aren't yet available, the 2025 4 Series is set to deliver high performance based on BMW's solid track record and ongoing integration of cutting-edge safety technology. This model aims to make every journey both exhilarating and secure.